Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson now. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 77 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
At the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down. Weathers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Weathers. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Griffin. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Griffin. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Griffin. And it's caught by Cohen. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game too. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole 1st drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Griffin. Zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Griffin. And he completes it to Cohen. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 29-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. Some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
21-yard line.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Jackson on 3rd and long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Griffin. Pressure too much. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Third and long. It's Griffin. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep is Boston Scott. On the return is Scott. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Alexander. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. On the crossing route, complete. That's Grant.
Jackson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Alexander. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's complete to Grant. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. it's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run here with Ingram. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Roosevelt Nix, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Ravens 14, Raiders 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Griffin. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Griffin. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A first and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the shotgun, Griffin. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Griffin. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2-yard line.
From the gun, Griffin. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 30-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun, Griffin. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Incomplete in the end zone. Results in a 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start the 3rd quarter with a run by Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Griffin. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
Griffin's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 1st down, Alexander. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And a Raven first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Running back.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Raiders 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Griffin. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Griffin. This ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense. Now look out. Griffin hit and he lost the football. It's loose. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Griffin. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Griffin. This man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. They can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. And the Browns have moved out in front there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
He was
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
On the play. First down, Raiders.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
6.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And a Raven first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down, Baltimore.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give right side. It's Alexander. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Tackle made.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run with Cannon. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
10-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try.
For the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Griffin. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
3rd and 2, now Griffin. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw again is Griffin. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Reception here by Ruggs. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. That is caught by Cohen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he completes it to Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Griffin will throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Griffin. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out, and the Raiders get a score closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Room here to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Boston Scott, 75 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
They'll run on first down. Weathers. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Today's final score, Ravens 38.